Welcome to the iPad Possibilities Podcast, episode number 18A, Double Whammy. Well, welcome, and this is the iPad Possibilities Podcast. I'm Tim, and I'm your host of this show. I'd like to remind you that this show is sponsored by It's On My Way in the App Store for $2.99. I'd like to thank those developers for sponsoring my trip to Cincinnati and helping you guys provide you with the latest coverage on the iPad. Well, you may be asking, why am I getting an extra episode right now? And what is this title, Double Whammy? What's that all about? Well, as I was on Twitter today and on the web today, I discovered that iPhone, or what I like to call it as Apple Touch OS, is going to receive their 4.0 event this week, actually on Thursday. So in 3 days, we will be hearing about the next generation operating system on the iPhone and iPad. And I might actually upgrade to the developer package where I can get those betas. I won't be able to talk about what I see on there, unfortunately, but I think I'll get the 4.0 and start playing with it, so I'll have a good idea when it does release this summer what it's all about. So 4.0 is coming, and they're announcing it this Thursday. And I would love to hear if you guys could send in your feedback. What do you guys think will be on the 4.0 upgrade? What else besides multitasking, right? Will there be printer support? What iPad features will be added? I think 4.0 will be a major refresh. I believe they released the iPad in this 3.2 state simply to show it's not a big, huge change from what you already know. And then this 4.0 is going to be a huge update. So what do you guys think will be there? It'll be a fun Thursday for sure. So send that feedback to 209-542-iPad. And also, if you'd wish to join me, I will be on Ustream for the iPhone or iPad OS 4.0 announcement. It's going to be at 1 p.m. this Thursday. And if you go to the Possibilities Network and go to that live page, I will be on there live. I will be sharing my thoughts as I'm reading the news as news is coming in. So if you want to join me, I will be live at 1 p.m. this Thursday on Ustream, just sharing my thoughts as it comes in, and I'll also convey that information with you. If you'd like to follow me there, you can do that. And I also had a couple quick notes that I didn't get a chance to cover on the first episode 18. 18A is an appendix or an add-on to the original episode 18, which will go out to everyone without the application Tuesday. I'm going to push this out right away so everyone gets the information about iPhone 4.0 and iPad 4.0 OS coming out this Thursday, at least the announcement of it. But a couple other notes as I've been playing with my iPad. First off, Bluetooth keyboard works fantastic. The one quick thing I did find out is if you hit any key on the Bluetooth keyboard when it's paired up, it will actually turn on the screen. You don't actually need to unlock the screen to do this. So if you have the iPad in a lock screen, if you hit any key, it'll return to its original application. You don't have to unlock the device or anything like that. So that's a nice little note that I have not read about anywhere online yet. So that's a pretty cool thing. And as many people know, the display function works, the brightness display. You can do that on the Apple Bluetooth keyboard, and you can also adjust the media controls and sound with the keyboard. I've not found a great deal of other things that work with the keyboard as far as command keys. So if you could send me in, I'd love to hear what you're able to do with this Bluetooth keyboard. I've been trying to figure out everything that works with the Apple Bluetooth keyboard as far as special quick keys, hotkeys, select all and things like that. So send me your feedback. What are you able to do with the Bluetooth keyboard and how do you do it? My iPad dock did arrive today ahead of schedule, and my iPad case is set to ship out pretty soon. It's prepared for shipment, and it wasn't expected to ship till the 15th, so hopefully we'll get here early as well, and hopefully the iPad 3G will get here early as well, so I can return this iPad and still have an iPad when it comes in. A final quick thought and bit of news I had is video playback through the VGA adapter. So I tried to play back a purchased video, Air Force One, that I bought in iTunes through the VGA adapter onto my display here in my room. and I was hit with a message that it says you can't really do that. You can't display content that was purchased on iTunes. If you go to the possibilitiesnetwork.com, I took a screenshot of this, and if you go there right now, you'll see that screenshot, and what it says, word for word, is it gives you this error message: cannot play movie. The connected display is not authorized to play protected movies. So that's kind of a big bummer that you can't do this. That eliminates what we were talking about earlier as the Apple TV replacement. If you live in the iTunes ecosystem, if you don't, if you encode your own movies, you can still do that. But with iTunes movies, they're restricting it in a big way. So that's kind of a disappointment. I wanted to let everyone know about that restriction is there. They are restricting playback of iTunes purchased media on the VGA adapter. So those were my quick add-ons to episode 18, which will go out Tuesday morning for everyone in the feed, and this one will go out right away, as I wanted to get everyone information about 4.0 and what I will be doing to cover that event. It's been an exciting... I called it double whammy. I don't think I explained that because Don McAllister of Screencast Online, that's what he called it. He did a blog post on this double whammy. They released the iPad, then right after that, they announced the iPad 4.0, in which the multitasking and the things that people have been complaining about with the iPad will be instantly remedied with this announcement. So it's going to be a very exciting Thursday to see what they actually announce. I'm trying to get my head around what else could they add to the iPhone, iPad operating system that's not already there. Obviously, multitasking is the one big thing that they'll add, but what else could they possibly add? It's such an advanced operating system already. I think it's going to be a huge update. It's going to be massive. It'll be exciting. So it should be an amazing Thursday afternoon here in Indy, and I'll share my thoughts with you after that with a separate episode, but I'll also cover it live, as I said, on the live channel. And I will be testing out, I'm going to start to write a paper with pages in the dock, and I've got the Bluetooth keyboard. So I'll share my thoughts on that later this week as I start to write my first paper for school and let you know what the experience is like writing a paper on here. I did note that today I used the iPad in class with Evernote, and I was much more focused in class because of the way the iPad's designed. I didn't feel the need to open multiple pages at once like I do with my laptop or once a day with my laptop. Instead, you're focused. So the iPad is, I think, a much better tool for note-taking as you don't get distracted as easily. And I was much more focused. I got much more information this morning from my classes just because I used the iPad instead of a laptop. So that's one cool thing that I noted. I think other people might have that same experience. So as always, please send your feedback to 209-542-iPad. It's 209-542-4723, and email me at iPadPossibilities@gmail.com. And until, I guess, Wednesday would be the next show. And then again, Thursday, if you want to catch me on the live stream, we're just doing episodes all the time with this show right now, with all the news and all the possibilities that are emerging right now with the release of the iPad. So we will speak again. I'm not sure when that will be for everybody. But until then, this is Tim Chatton of the iPad Possibilities Podcast.